Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for April. Hope you guys are all well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Gemini out there, so take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Gemini, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Gemini? Gemini. All right, Gemini, you are starting out with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Hangman, and we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So Gemini, you're kind of in this waiting energy. I feel like somebody is kind of, either you're waiting to give a love offer to someone, or you're waiting for this love offer from someone. It hasn't come through yet. You definitely have emotions for this person, but there's this waiting energy. Yeah. And I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, you're very much so trying to find balance in a situation that is very like enticing to you. You feel very drawn to somebody. But there's ghost of the past. I feel like with this person or with you, there's somebody in the background that, you know, are watching. They're trying to see what's going on with you, what's going on in the situation. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Gemini's energy, please. Show me who's in Gemini's energy, please. All right, we have the Four of Wands. We have the Star card in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know if this person, if you were at one point, you might have been married to this person, or this person is in another connection. I will tell you that this person is, stability is very important to them. They're definitely working on their stability. They're trying to clean up some things within their home front. But I feel like this person really just wants to kind of, you know, they want to clean up situation between the two of you, it looks like. This is somebody, be careful, because this person could like to party a little bit. With the Star card here in reverse, this is somebody who is feeling like they're not being recognized right now. And it's causing them to feel neglected. It's causing them to feel like they're not successful in some endeavor right now. So they could be turning to, partying in order to try to, relieve that. They're coming across here as having, stability being extremely important to them. With the Ace of Pentacles, they could be coming into some kind of money in the near future, or this could be them desiring to have a very stable connection between the two of you. So let me see the energy between Gemini and this person. Oh, so the two of you had a tower. So there was a tower moment. This is why you're holding back. You have feelings for this person, but there was a tower moment between the two of you. So you're desiring to rebuild this connection on a solid foundation. You're definitely sweet on this person. I do feel like this person's distracted, though. They do want to clean up whatever happened between the two of you. Yeah, but they're distracting themselves. Let me see what's affecting the connection. They're trying to rebuild their own stability. There's something in their life that they're feeling unsuccessful about. Like they're not the number one at something that they feel that they should be. So it's kind of blocking their joy right now. What's affecting this connection? Yeah, sometimes this person feels a little bit hopeless, but that's not how they're presenting themselves to others. Oh, so they're in that devil energy. So I would have to say that there's ghost of the past within their energy that is observing this, and you're aware of it. Ace of Cups in the reverse. This connection ended because there was toxic energy here. This is what caused the Tower moment. And you'd like to rebuild this back, but I feel like this person has you hanging. This person is in some toxic energy, but they also feel very drawn to you. You both do. Like there's some sort of enticement here. Let me see the outcome. If this person is involved with somebody else, you may be waiting for that to end. 10 of Pentacles. That's good. That's good energy. The 10 of Pentacles is known kind of as the everything card. So right now you're very idealistic. I feel like you're not wanting anything toxic. You want to have something solid with this person. And the good news is that they want to move from this idealizing things and being in their head to having a solid connection as well. So let's clarify. Yeah, let's do, the bottom of the deck is the World. So there's unfinished business here between the two of you, Gemini. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Knight of Cups in the reverse? Thank you, Spirit. Let's try that again. Why is the Knight of Cups in the reverse for Gemini? The Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you love this person, Gemini. You feel like you're waiting for this person to come through with this cup of love. Yeah, you want to rebuild this connection. You may feel this person is a soulmate, and this is a really big decision that's taking place here. So I feel like you're kind of waiting for this person to come forward and bring that cup of love to you. They could have a choice between you and someone else. Why is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here for Gemini? There it is, King of Cups. Again, a tremendous amount of love that you have for this person. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're trying to find your balance here, and you're finding it difficult since the ending of this connection. But I also feel like you're not going to be juggled. So this person could have a choice between you and the other person, or perhaps you did. But I do feel like you definitely have feelings for this person. You feel this person may have been kind of keeping you waiting. And I feel like you don't want to be juggled here. You're weighing up the pros and cons of this connection. But you definitely feel this person is, you know, somebody you love deeply. I do feel like you're kind of keeping an eye on them. You're loving them from afar. Yeah, 4 of Wands, okay? And then the King of Pentacles reversed. So this person may very well be in another connection, or you may be. Both of you could be, actually, for, you know, for those that it applies to. But there is definitely this strong attraction between the two of you. Both of you find the other person to be very enticing. But I do feel like you're not going to go for this person unless they're no longer involved. Now, if you're involved, you could be, you know, weighing up the pros and cons of leaving another connection in order to be with this person. You definitely have them on your mind, but there's other people in the background. And I feel like for both of you, this person could be involved in some toxic behaviors, though. And that's literally the toxic behaviors is what's keeping them from getting the recognition that they want. So let's look at their energy. Why is the 4 of Wands here? Why is the 4 of Wands here for the person in Gemini's energy? Yeah, they're showing up as being in a committed connection. Yeah, so I do feel like this person is in a committed connection. I do feel like they're coming across here. They're like trying to present themselves as being very happy in this commitment, but at the same time, they're leaning into this toxic behavior. There's some partying energy here. Let me see why the Star is in reverse. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Page of Pentacles, and Justice. Yeah, I feel like this person wants to reach out to you. There's something to do with reaching out, but be careful because Gemini, they could be reaching out in a little bit of a toxic energy, trying to, you know, bring you back into this connection. But they feel like it's the right thing to do. So here's the thing. This person is in toxic energy, Gemini, but they're not recognizing it. They don't see themselves clearly. So there's definitely a toxic energy here. They're deep in their vices. And they're not, the way they're presenting themselves is not how they really are. So they're presenting themselves as being happy in a commitment, possibly even a marriage, and they want people to view them as being upright, just, happy, everything's great. But the truth of it is that they feel unrecognized. They feel like something here in life has passed them by, and they're not really putting the connection together that it's because of their own vices. I do feel like this person is a little bit of a partier, and they are a bit immature with regard to their communications. Money is an issue for this person as well. Their money is not as high as they would like it to be. Why is this Ace of Pentacles here? Four of Coins, Page of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, they're having to fight for their money. There's something in their career or their money that's just, they're having to penny pinch right now. Now, I do see that this person they're kind of a little bit stubborn. And I do feel like there's things that they're not telling you, so you don't know about the financial issues. I do see that the financial aspect of it is gonna get better for them. They've got a sum of money coming in, and they're not going to tell you about it though. Yeah, they're very guarded. This is somebody who is very guarded, and I feel like they're very concerned with how they appear to others. So likely all of this toxic behavior that they're involved in, they keep hidden. They keep hidden. This is somebody that's very immature. I also feel like this person is holding on to your energy. There's some sort of a conflict between the two of you that has happened. This person is carrying a grudge, and they're likely not, there's been a lack of communication. Let's see the energy between you. So whatever this conflict is what led to this Tower moment. Why is the Tower in reverse? Why is the Tower in reverse between Gemini and this person? Yeah, there's the ending. That's what caused the Tower moment. And then we have Judgment in reverse. So this person may feel like you're judging them. They feel judged, you know, by the world at large. And that's why they're hiding this toxic behavior. This person is deep in their own vices. It could be anything. It could be drugs. It could be, you know, drinking. It could be overworking for that matter. But they feel justified in what they're doing, and they're not realizing that that's what is keeping the success and the recognition from them. So they're taking pennies when they could be, if they were in a higher energy, taking, you know, like dollars. They don't, but they're not making that connection. This is somebody that feels like there was an error made either in the connection or with the ending of the connection. So they feel like they acted unjustly here, but they feel like you're judging them for that. And I don't really see that in your energy. Let's see what's affecting the connection. Show me what's affecting the connection. If this person is involved with someone else, I feel like they're trying to make a go of that because their appearance is important to them. So they're trying to appear correct. King of Wands reversed. Nine of Cups reversed, along with the Six of Wands reversed. And the Ten of Swords. Oof. Yeah, so there was a painful ending. This, you know, this Tower moment, this painful ending. This person's, they're hurt. They're feeling betrayed, but I don't see that you've done that. I feel like you're dealing with somebody, Gemini, who doesn't have a lot of insight into their own behavior. And there's a sense here that this person is a bit bitter. They're bitter. They're not taking action towards the connection. Neither of you are, but for different reasons. This person is basically portraying themselves as being, you know, kind of the victim here. But I feel like they've got something else going on. They could be married or in another connection, and they're trying to present to the world that they're very happy with that, when in reality, they're just in a toxic energy. A big part of the toxic energy is that this person is not connecting their past behavior with the ending of this connection, or, you know, their own vices that they've been, you know, delving into. And so I do feel like this person is trying to portray themselves as something of the victim here, so that they can feel like they're just, like they've been just. Now, in your energy, I feel like, you know, this is not how you wanted things to end at all. There is a lot of love that's in this connection, but this is not how things have turned out. Be really careful that you're not also delving into self-medicating or anything of that nature in order to deal with this, because you feel that this person has not, that they're not recognizing you. They're not recognizing this connection or the love that you brought in. And you do have a lot of love for this person. You didn't want this to end. Let's see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Gemini. Wow, that's a lot of cards. All right, so we have the Hangman in reverse. We have Temperance in reverse. We have the High Priestess reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, this person's bitter. This person is bitter. So in the outcome, what I'm seeing is that you want to heal this connection. It's not coming together. You want this person to end something else in order to bring balance. And I feel like you're tired of waiting for that. You are working on your own Ten of Pentacles. You're working at your money. You're working at your stability. You have an idealized version of what the success in this connection would look like. And that's what you're moving for. I do feel like there is a bit of impatience here, and there's still a need for healing in your energy. There's unseen forces or people that are in this person's energy that are affecting this connection. And it could be that they're in another marriage or another connection. Now, in their energy, this person is portraying themselves as being the victim. Their secrets are coming out. Yeah, because of the bitterness, because they're delving into the vices, they're not really in tune with their own intuition here. And so it's like this person's on a treadmill. They are very much so presenting themselves as being happy. They're working on some other connection. They're basically acting as if they have been betrayed, as if somehow you betrayed them by not taking the proper action towards them, and that they're in the right, when in reality, they're deep in their vices. I don't see them taking action towards this connection, but they're feeling exposed here. So I feel like there's some sort of exposure that has either happened or is going to happen in this connection. Yeah, and so this person's not taking accountability is basically what I'm seeing. There is unfinished business here between the two of you, though. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. Now, you could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, or a Virgo, perhaps. But as an underlying energy with the Hermit, I feel like there's going to be a lack of communication. Both parties are going to be going within, trying to seek the answers, trying to figure out, you know, the wherefores and whys of this connection. I do see that you would still like to be with this person, but they have a whole mess of stuff going on over here in their energy. And the biggest thing, Gemini, is that I don't see them taking accountability for their own actions. And that's part of them being in that toxic energy. It's almost like they're blaming, and they're basically saying they did the right things, they're doing the right things, and yet they're not receiving the success that they should from that. So this is somebody who is argumentative, immature in how they behave, and they are carrying a bit of a grudge. So just be aware of that. This person has a lot of work they need to do on themselves. All right, so I'm going to pull, and we'll see. I'm pulling from the Situations Oracle. We'll see if anything pops for you. Yeah, hamster wheel. That's funny because I almost said that. This person is on the hamster wheel. They're having financial difficulties, and they're trying to, you know, live. They're trying to get their financial situation under, you know, control, and they feel like they're on a hamster wheel right now. But what they're not doing is they're not taking accountability, and that is affecting their money. It's karmic. And then we have roller coaster, highest high, adrenaline rush. Yeah, I do feel like you felt like you were on a roller coaster with this person. They took you through the highs, they took you through the lows. So yeah, I can see that. But they feel like they're on the hamster wheel just trying to make their money. They have to put together the accountability portion of it instead of playing the victim here. You know, when you play the victim, you just keep yourself in a helpless state. You know, you have to take accountability for your own behavior. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this, Gemini, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, namaste.